Are you the one who thinks you can beat an elephant like Yujiro Hanma? Well, take a look at this video before planning your next fight. Ever seen an elephant up close? It's an experience that leaves you in awe. These magnificent creatures are not just big, they're colossal, towering over everything around them. Whoa, talk about huge. They're like furry mountains with legs. Imagine standing next to a living, breathing skyscraper. That's what it's like to be near an elephant. And ears? They're like giant satellite dishes, picking up gossip from miles away. These massive ears help them stay cool and communicate with each other over long distances. But here's the thing. Elephants aren't just big and floppy. They're strong. Like really strong. Their trunks alone have over 40,000 muscles, making them incredibly powerful and versatile. Think you can take one in an arm wrestling contest? Think again, bucko. An elephant's trunk can lift weights up to 700 pounds. That's like lifting a grand piano with ease. You know how your mom tells you not to poke a sleeping bear? Well, double that advice for elephants. These gentle giants can become quite dangerous if provoked or threatened. These guys are the heavyweight champs of the animal kingdom. Weighing up to 14,000 pounds, they are the largest land animals on Earth. They could toss your car like a salad. Their sheer strength and size make them capable of uprooting trees and flipping vehicles without breaking a sweat. So, unless you're training for the circus, and even then, be careful. Best to admire these gentle giants from a safe distance. Respect their space and observe them in their natural habitat where they can roam freely and live peacefully. Elephants are also incredibly social animals. They live in tight-knit family groups led by a matriarch, and their bonds are strong and enduring. Watching a family of elephants interact is a heartwarming sight. Their trunks are not just for lifting heavy objects, they use them for drinking, bathing, and even showing affection. It's like having a built-in Swiss Army knife. And let's not forget their trumpeting calls. These sounds can travel for miles, allowing elephants to communicate with each other even when they're far apart. It's their way of staying connected. Their feet are also fascinating. Despite their massive size, elephants can walk almost silently thanks to the cushion-like pads on their feet. This helps them move stealthily through the forest. Elephants are herbivores, and they spend a large part of their day eating. They can consume up to 300 pounds of food in a single day, including leaves, bark, and fruits. Watching elephants play and show affection to each other is a reminder of their gentle nature. They are intelligent, emotional beings with a deep sense of empathy. So next time you see an elephant, whether in the wild or in a sanctuary, take a moment to appreciate their majesty and strength. Remember, they are big, bold, and best left alone to live their lives in peace. Trunk tales when humans messed up big time. Okay, story time. Gather around, folks, because this is a tale you won't want to miss. It's a story about how humans, in their infinite wisdom, decided to mess with the wrong creature. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well for the humans. Once upon a time, some silly humans decided to play hide and seek with an elephant. They thought it would be a fun game, a little adventure to spice up their day. But guess who wasn't laughing? That's right, the elephant. Elephants have an incredible sense of smell and hearing, so hiding from one is like trying to hide from a superhero with all the powers. The elephant found them all right. It didn't take long for the elephant to sniff them out and track them down. Imagine the human surprise when they realized their hiding spots were no match for the elephant's keen senses. The elephant approached them, curious but also a bit annoyed. And let's just say those humans learned a very valuable lesson about personal space. The elephant made it clear that it wasn't in the mood for games. It asserted its dominance, and the humans quickly backed away, realizing they had underestimated the majestic creature. They learned that day that elephants are not to be trifled with. Then there was this one time when a guy tried to outsmart an elephant. He thought he was clever, that he could outwit one of the most intelligent animals on the planet. His plan? A mirror. He believed he could confuse the elephant with its own reflection. He thought he could trick it with a mirror. But elephants are no fools. They have self-awareness and can recognize themselves in mirrors, a trait shared by only a few species on Earth. The elephant looked at the mirror, then at the man, as if to say, "Really? You think this will work on me?" Guess what? Elephants are way too smart for that nonsense. They know their reflections. The elephant didn't fall for the trick. Instead, it examined its reflection with a knowing look, understanding exactly what was going on. The man stood there, dumbfounded, as the elephant demonstrated its intelligence. The elephant just rolled its eyes and went back to eating bananas. Because let's be honest, elephants have better things to do than play silly human games. They have a life to live, food to eat, and a world to explore. The man walked away, having learned a humbling lesson about the intelligence and dignity of elephants. Because elephants have better things to do than play silly human games. They are majestic creatures with their own lives and priorities. So next time you think about messing with an elephant, remember these stories. Respect their space, admire their intelligence, and let them be the incredible beings they are. Elephant IQ. Don't let the ears fool ya. Elephants may have big ears, but they're not hard of hearing. In fact, they're brilliant. They have incredible memories. Like they could remember your birthday better than your best friend. And don't even get me started on their problem-solving skills. They're like the Einsteins of the animal world. They can use tools, communicate with secret signals, and even recognize themselves in the mirror, unlike some humans I know. So yeah, they're super smart cookies, bananas. Respect the trunk. These ain't no circus clowns. Sure, elephants in the circus might look like they're having a blast, balancing on balls and whatnot. They perform incredible tricks that leave audiences in awe, from standing on their hind legs to balancing on tiny platforms. But remember, those elephants are highly trained professionals. They undergo rigorous training sessions, often starting from a young age, to perfect these acts. It's a world far removed from their natural behaviors. Wild elephants? Not so much. In the wild, they roam free, unbound by the constraints of human entertainment. Their lives are filled with the challenges and wonders of nature. They use their trunks for serious business, like grabbing food, digging for water, and even stripping bark from trees. Their trunks are essential tools for survival, not just for show. And let's not forget, they use their trunks for communicating with their buddies. Whether it's a gentle touch to reassure a calf or a more forceful gesture to establish dominance, the trunk is a vital part of their social interactions. It's like their own personal multi-tool. From feeding to socializing, the trunk is indispensable. Imagine having a tool that can do everything from picking up a single blade of grass to uprooting an entire tree. Imagine having a nose that could sniff out water from miles away, even in the driest of environments. Elephants can detect water sources that are hidden deep underground, ensuring their survival in harsh conditions. They can pick up a tiny peanut with the same precision as a pair of tweezers, showcasing the incredible dexterity of their trunks. And they can trumpet a tune that'd make your ears ring. Their trumpeting can be heard for miles, serving as a call to other elephants or a warning to potential threats. Pretty cool, right? So, show some respect for the trunk. It's not just a nose, it's a lifeline, a communication tool, and a symbol of the elephant's incredible adaptability and intelligence. Next time you see an elephant, whether in the wild or in a documentary, take a moment to appreciate the marvel of nature that is the elephant's trunk. The elephant stare. Seriously, don't poke the bear. I mean elephant. If an elephant gives you the stare, you better believe it's time to back away slowly. That's their way of saying, I see you and I'm not amused. They've got eyes like lasers and they know how to use them. It's like their superpower, the elephant glare of doom. One look and you'll be running for the hills. And trust me, you don't want to be on the receiving end of an elephant charge. It's like being hit by a furry 5-ton truck. Tusks of fury, nature's battering rams. Those big pointy tusks aren't just for show, folks. Elephants use them for digging, fighting, and moving stuff around. It's like having a built-in toolkit on your face. But here's the thing, you don't want to be on the wrong end of those tusks when an elephant's feeling grumpy. They can knock down trees, flip cars, and even give a rhinoceros a run for its money. So unless you're made of titanium, it's best to keep your distance. Remember, safety first. Stomp and roll. You don't want to be under this foot. Elephants may look slow and lumbering, but don't let that fool you. They can move. And when they step on something, well, let's just say it's not pretty. Their feet are like giant, fleshy pancakes, and they pack a serious punch. One stomp from an elephant foot and you'd be flatter than a pancake yourself. They could crush a watermelon with a single toe. So yeah, watch your step when you're around these guys. Trumpet warning. Listen to the elephant symphony of back off. Elephants are loud, like really loud. Their trumpets can be heard for miles, and they're not afraid to use them. If you hear an elephant trumpeting, it's probably trying to tell you something. Like, hey buddy, this is my space, beat it. Or maybe it's just saying hello to its friends. Either way, you don't want to be too close when that sonic boom goes off. It'll rattle your bones and leave you with a serious case of ringing ears. Family matters. Elephants protect their own, and then some. Elephants are all about family. They travel in herds, look after each other's kids, and mourn their dead. It's actually really sweet. But here's the thing. You do not want to mess with an elephant's family. Mamas are especially protective, and they will not hesitate to charge if they think their little ones are in danger. And let's be real, who could blame them? So, be cool, keep your distance, and let the elephant families enjoy their day. Conservation is key. Let's keep these giggles going wild. Sadly, elephants are facing some serious threats these days, like habitat loss and poaching. That's no laughing matter. We gotta protect these amazing creatures so they can keep on trumpeting, stomping, and being their awesome selves for generations to come. We can all do our part by supporting conservation efforts, spreading awareness, and making sure those big, goofy grins stay right where they belong, on the faces of wild and free elephants. The last laugh? Not you, buddy. So there you have it, the lowdown on why you should never mess with elephants. They're big, they're strong, and they're smarter than you think. Plus, they have those tusks, trunks, and feet that could do some serious damage if you're not careful. So, next time you see an elephant, do yourself a favor. Admire it from afar, give it a respectful nod, and maybe tell it a joke. Just make sure it's a good one.